What's going on, world, universe, people? Back at you again with some more fasting tips, fasting lifestyle that I'm living, and what's going on with me and fasting and everything. But it's always good out, you know what I mean? But last week was a kind of good week. I did two big fasts. I did a 42-hour fast and then a 40-hour fast. Had my reasons. This time wasn't just for personal and spiritual reasons. It was more for physical reasons because I had a bad tooth that I wanted to get out. They could have saved it. That means turning it into a root canal. I don't want no more foreign objects in my body, so I opt to just pull the tooth out. Let me see. Here's the tooth right here. It was going bad. It had a cap in it that had broke off, and then inside the tooth was hollow. So it was giving me some pain. They said they wanted to turn it into a root canal, and I was like, nah, I'm good. No more foreign objects because of the way I want to live. I don't know what in 10, 20 years that's going to be doing to my body. And based off what happened to a family member of mine, I don't want a root canal in my mouth. So I did a 42-hour fast 2 days before going to the dentist. And then after I got it pulled, well, 2 days prior, then I ate a little bit. I ate probably 30 minutes. I had some tea and I had some fruit. And I had some what else I just had a plate full of fruit and some tea. That's all I had. It took me about an hour to get that down. But that was it. And I went on another 40-hour fast from I got my tooth pulled on Friday morning at 11 o'clock. And I was already in a fast at that moment. And I continued to do a fast until the next day, until another 40 hours. To Saturday morning. It was more like afternoon, so almost close to 1, but it was in between 12 and 1. That's why I like to break my fast after 12, after 1 o'clock. I like when the sun is peaked to break my fast. But the benefits of it, I didn't have to worry about stress about eating. When having a toothache and whenever I was eating, it was giving me more problems, especially when I was coming across food that wasn't organic to me. And I do the 80-20, and 80% of my diet is raw fruits and vegetables, seeds, uh, nuts and seeds. And so after that, it's a little bit cooked food. And I tell you, like the main food, anything that was salty, it hurt like hell. Any kind of starch, it really hurt like hell. So I recommend those like tell me any kind of open wound in your mouth, they hurt, and the other stuff take away the inflammation, like fruit, especially watermelon, a bunch of melons and berries. They'll take away all the inflammation inside of your mouth. If there we go, better lighting. If you ever notice that you got a sore in your mouth and like literally fruit will take away the inflammation away and everything else will just make it even worse. So I noticed that the week of, and so that whole week, last week, I was pretty much eating 100% fruit for 4 days straight before I went to the 42-hour fast. It was intermediate fast. For an hour or two, I would eat. Not, I don't really eat one meal. I just eat one piece of fruit, and I wait another 30 minutes, eat another piece of fruit. Just take my time, let my full gut digest. But it was a good thing to know about fasting, and you have a problem like this. Like you tell your dentist, like, "Oh yeah, I fast before." Oh, that's good. I could tell because your mouth is clean. Like you haven't ate in 2 days, so yeah, your body naturally have ways to like your saliva will help push out stuff that even your toothbrush or floss can't get out. And when I was in there getting my teeth cleaned at the same time, it was like, yeah, your teeth are pretty clean, but this one has to go. But that bad tooth was from my past and how I used to live when I was eating terrible, when I was eating, waking up in the middle of the night, going to go eat bullshit pretty much, and didn't realize what it was doing to my body, and didn't realize like how the chemical imbalance inside of my mouth that was going on, how processed sugars and processed salts would destroy your teeth, period, especially if you leave it on overnight. So yeah, I was from 10 to 25, that was probably the worst period of my diet life. And I'm correcting a whole bunch of stuff I did in that time period. And so fasting with a tooth problem really helped with benefits because I'm shutting down my kitchen where I break down my food at and letting my mouth heal. And it was times before I went to the dentist when we went on vacation. It was like, I'm not eating today because what I ate the day before, and it was like literally, uh, like my whole mouth was sometimes hurting, and I can feel it. Or I can clean my mouth. I can feel the piece of food that was stuck in there, and it was like damn, because it was like an open hole in my mouth. So it was easily for something to slip in there, but it's hard for it to get out. So when I got it out, yeah, it felt better. It went away, but it came time that tooth had to go. Plain and simple. But while I was doing that, I just did a basic water fast. So there's a different types of fast you do: dry fast, water fast, liquid only fast. You can start doing fasting and lifestyle. So I'll talk about more of that in other topics when I describe the fasting type of lifestyles people do, and the fasting protocols people do. And I got my own protocol that I do. I like to do, and it gives me hella benefit. Like I see compared to the people I work with, compared to people in my family, people my peers, and it was like, yeah, man, I hit 30 and I lost 25 pounds. Everybody else gained 30 at 30. Even at 25, people gained 25 at 25. And I was like, yeah, I'm the exact opposite. I gained my I gained about 50 at 20 pounds at 25. That was a bad downswing for me, but it took me 3 years to correct it. Most I say 80% of it was because of fasting. Start getting into fasting, looking at the health benefits, and it's an absolute. You know what I mean? You're taking away meals while you're doing more work. So like when you're putting more weight in your body, you have to work more to get that weight. When you're putting less weight in your body, you don't have to work as much, and you can balance more. Your body was set inside of its natural IBM, which is your body weight index. Uh, uh, like people don't understand that. You know what I mean? So it gets down to where it's personal accountability of what you do with your body and how you want to treat it. So it comes down to like that fast was very beneficial because the wound in my mouth already closed up. It, and this is not the first time I did a fast with a tooth pull. So 2 years ago, I went to the same dentist and I got my tooth pulled, and they were trying to convince me that if I pull this tooth, it won't bridge. Like the gum in between the two teeth, I got it over here, and it was in between two good teeth, and it was a bad tooth. And they pulled it; it had a cap on it, and it was going bad. Same situation. It was going bad, and pretty much they was like, "All right, we're gonna pull it and see what happens." I'm like, "I know what's gonna happen." I did my research. Like, there always haven't been dentists. You know what I mean? There always hasn't been fake teeth and root canals and caps. So when it comes down to it, let me make the decision with my body. And yeah, I did a 40-hour fast right after, and that one I did a liquid fast the third day because that was my first time getting a tooth pull and doing a fast with it. So I wanted to pretty much go prolong with it, and it worked. It worked. It was just something I wasn't used to. I was still trying to eat and not realize that there was a after that there was a tooth gone here, so it was stuff getting in there. I had to learn how to clean it and everything, but had to learn how to eat the right way in my mouth. So when it came down to it, personal accountability and what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, that all takes what you want to do with your body. But make sure you like, subscribe, and share it to people. And yeah, like the fasting journey is the lifestyle I preach. I want everybody to try it out, do it. It can give you ex- hella benefits. I don't even know what words to describe the benefits that you can get with health and longevity and prosperity. Like even not taking away from your mother, your first mother all the time. And that's earth. You know what I mean? We always take, and don't even realize how much we take. We don't give back. We just take, and that's just a greed mindset. So I feel like everybody should be doing a little, not eating 3 meals a day, 2 meals at max. I eat really 1 meal with a couple snacks around it and some tea. That's pretty much my protocol on how I stay. I get more deep into it, make a video specifically on how I eat and what I focus on, and how I rotate my nutrient density foods with the seasons. So I pick favorite fruit, and I really binge eat that one because I want the nutrient density, I want the minerals intake, I want the vitamins intake. I'm not really focused on protein and all the other, I feel like, nonsense you don't need to focus on. But it gets down to what you want to do with your body. Like, you gotta take care of your kitchen and your trash can, which is your colon in your body. So if those two things go to trash, your body's going to trash, and it would be terrible for you. So peace and love. I'm just trying to share my testimony on how I can help people. But I love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.